Yo, yo. Okay, there's two things on my mind right now. The first thing is, how do I get this camera to not fall down? And then the second thing is, how do I continue to have motivation in life? Right? Like I've now achieved like a point in my life where I've like when I was a kid, I had this vision, right? Like I wanted to go to a top university, and then after that I wanted to work in finance and like deal with big numbers and make money and like check, right? Like that's taken care of. But what I want to do next is like there's no onus on me. Like my career can go as far as I've like set my own standards. So in my realm of the world in finance and business, people have this path called like 2 + 2 + 2 and then whatever, right? Where you do 2 years of investment banking, 2 years private equity, then 2 years of business school, and then you figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. I'm on that stage now. That plan is great if you're fucking in high school and you're like planning your career out, but I'm on the path where I'm at the end of the MBA era. And now my career success really is determined based on my motivation, right? And one of the things that I find that I have to do is really to motivate myself to stay engaged every single fucking day. When I was in university, I was like trying to get into grad school and I could focus on getting the GMAT done. I fucking wrote the GMAT six times, maybe seven, fuck you. I wrote it 7 fucking times. And the whole thesis behind that was like, I want the score that I want, and I'm willing to go through as much pain as it takes to get there. But now that I don't have a goal in mind, or I know what my goal is, but it's more of a long-term goal, you really have to force yourself to stay engaged in life. And that brings me to the second part of this, which is I see people who are driven, who have goals, and who are intentional about life. Those guys are like fighter jets, right? Like they have purpose, they have a mission, they have a goal. You can tell that there's something on their mind that they're trying to achieve. And then there are other people who are just fucking derpers. Derpers are like these people who go through the motions, never take risks, never actualize their full potential. And you see that. You think that when you're not actualizing your full potential, people can't see it. People can fucking see it, right? Like you're constantly going through the motions of the day-to-day. You're afraid to do things that are out of the ordinary. You become a derper, right? For lack of a better word, a non-actualized, a stultified, a calcified individual who can't really think beyond their immediate environment and they can't think of a better future. So my key goal for myself is never to become a derper. It's to fight the fucking derp every single day. Wake up with the mindset that, I'm going to set a goal for myself. I'm going to be intentional. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to be engaged with fucking life. And I see, like, the thing is now, there are no milestones in my life that require an immediate check in the box. So for grad school, it was like getting into a good grad school, whatever. Then it was like getting into banking, getting into consulting, getting into a mega fund, whatever. These things have happened. They've come and they've gone. They've never felt as good when I got them as I was trying to get there. So what I found that I was most passionate about was that sense of engagement, of feeling alive, like I'm training for something, that I'm trying to get somewhere, that everything that I do has purpose behind it. My next goal is to I want to start my own credit fund in 5 to 10 years. That is my ultimate goal. I want to have like at least $1 billion credit fund that does direct lending. That is my ultimate goal, and I have to work every single day to get there. But the way that I'm going to get there is by staying engaged, staying very present to the pain and the boredom of the day-to-day, and try and really challenge myself. So one of the things that I've noticed is that when I do things where I take every moment one step at a time, if it's approaching a really pretty girl, it's like, dude, yeah, you're fucking nervous. She's fucking gorgeous. There's like 10 guys around her, and there's like, everyone's judging you. Everyone's going to overhear your conversation, but you put yourself out there and you're like, you know what? I think this girl's cute. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to like, I'm going to shoot my shot. I might even end up getting rejected, but I'm going to be engaged. I'm going to try and be charismatic. I'm going to try and be funny. I'm just going to put my balls out on the fucking line and like, let's see if it works. Right? Same thing in your career. Like, you don't think too much about it. You take every new deal, every new task you're given, you give it your all. You might get your balls chopped off, right? Like it might not go the way you suspect that it'll go, but you still do it, and you do it with all your heart and all your might. And the one way that I found that I've been able to do this is by going to the gym. So I go to the gym a lot. I try and exercise my will, my ability to fight through pain, to not be to be motivated about life. And that's the kind of thing that I hope that I can continue to do. So there's really no purpose to this video. I would say that that's what I kind of wanted to get across. It's all about being very intentional about life, having a goal, having a purpose. And one thing about my life is that when you write things down and when you repeat them over and over and over again, you end up getting them. And I say that based on experience after experience after experience. Like every time I've written down my goals, maybe it's not voodoo per se. It's like you reframe your mind to have a goal, in mind. And then you take steps every single day to achieve that goal. And it's those baby steps every single day that eventually get you to that ultimate goal. So for me personally, what's on my goal list? First one is to just keep learning in direct lending, right? Like it took so much work to get here. Stay fucking focused, stay fucking focused, stay fucking focused. There's so much complexity in this industry. Learn as much as possible. I've closed my first 2 deals now at Aries. I've closed both in software, both like $1 billion check sizes. There's so much that I've learned there. And then keep closing deals, get more reps, learn. So that's number 1, right? Number 2 is develop really good confidence and social skills. Be very open, be very charismatic, work on your vocal tonality, like be able to approach people, like pretty girls, frankly. I don't give a fuck about most people, just pretty girls. Be able to approach pretty girls, talk to them, flirt with them, have multiple girlfriends. That's another big one. And then eventually with the view that I want to get married. So finding the right girlfriend finding the right wife after being a hoe for a little while or a long while, we'll see. And then going to the gym. So what I found that's really helpful about staying focused is going to the gym, specifically lifting weights, building that aggression, building that will to fucking live, right? To be alive, to be engaged, to be present. These are the things that lifting weights and boxing and fighting really help you do. So it's going to be continuing that. And I think as long as I can stay focused on these 3 areas, right? Like life is very limited in time and the number of things you can do and do well. So it's these 3 things that I'm optimizing for. And to the extent that I can tick them off every single fucking day, I think I'll be able to get what I want to get. So I think that's really what I wanted to say. I think I've reached a point in my life where there is no end goalpost, right? There is no end company that I want to join. I'm at the company that I want to be at before I start my own company. It's just putting in the work every single fucking day up until I get what I want, to be charismatic, to believe in myself every single day, to fight the derp, bro, to fight the laziness of humanity, the disgusting, and it's in me too. I fight it in myself first before I fight it in other people. It's that laziness, that ability to think that you have all the time in the world to do what you want, bro. By wasting your life, do you understand what a valuable thing it is that you're wasting? So I really don't want to lose my sense of urgency. I'm so scared about losing my sense of urgency. I've achieved my goals that I've set out for myself when I was young, but now there's new goals that need to be set, that need to be achieved, that you need to attack. And if I'm listening to myself in the future, I hope that I haven't dropped the fucking ball here, right? Like I really hope that I don't drop the fucking ball. I hope that I continue to set goals and push myself. It's very important to be focused and be laser focused, but it's also very important to be fucking aggressive. And be aggressive now while I still have the momentum of life on my side. Like I'm working at a really great fund, I'm learning a ton, I'm closing $1 billion deals, but you need to keep that shit going. You need to keep the ball rolling. Like the ball is rolling now, the snowball will only get bigger and bigger if I keep it going. So don't slow down now, keep fucking pushing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's very important to stay motivated. And I hope that I listen to myself and I don't become demotivated. Yeah, that's it. All right, ciao.